Oh hey, it's Nombly with Game of the Week, and we are in the penultimate Hearthstone card opening series that I'm doing. I got given 80 packs for free when I logged into my Blizzard account a couple weeks ago. I figured, why not open the packs, have a little fun for a little bit of content, see what happens. I want you to keep in mind I haven't played this game since like GVG was the last time I played it seriously. I did a little bit of play in uh, Champions Crusader something. I don't remember. It was the one that had the hero power buffing legendary. That was the last time I played this game in any kind of serious capacity. But yeah, I'm gonna open 20 more packs, and then I'm gonna give a guesstimation on if a card is good or not. I have no knowledge of the meta, so I'm gonna get a whole bunch of stuff wrong. Feel free to laugh at me, but don't get angry. That's my only request. Don't get salty, don't get angry. Just laugh. It's all good. It's meant to be fun. Alright, first pack. Extraterrestrial egg, a 2-mana 0/2. I remember there being other eggs in other expansions. The Nerubian egg used to be a good thing, but that was back in the day when we didn't have a very large card pool. Death Rattle, summon a 3/5 beast that attacks the lowest health enemy. Okay, so when the egg breaks, the thing comes out and immediately attacks something on their board. So you would never play this on a board where they have no minions, right? Unless you're also trying to just like immediately like have a death rattle happen for you. Like you have I think there was a card named Feign Death at one point. I could be wrong. But yeah, you play this, the enemy has nothing on their board, it just turns into a 3/5 that does nothing, right? I mean, they still have to get rid of the 3/5, but it does nothing that turn. I think this is maybe okay, depending if you have something that can break that death rattle. I don't know. Light Fused Mana Saber. I like the art on this, by the way. 6 mana, 6/6 rush, spell burst, gain divine shield. Sure, why not? It's a arena card if I've ever seen one. Roach, 2 mana, 2/2 is a Starcraft card. I love these Starcraft cards, by the way. The moment I saw that there was a Starcraft set coming out, I googled it. I looked for Day 9 right away so that he could give me his take on these cards. I don't remember them at all, but I've loved StarCraft all my life. It's a game that I've played since I had a computer when I was in grade school. Anyways, when you draw this, get a copy of it. Battle Cry, if you control another Zerg minion, gain +1/+2. If you control another Zerg minion, so if you have Zergling, which I assume is a 1 mana cost card because it's a Zergling, so you get a +1/+2, and then, oh my god, I love the idea of Roach rushing, the old Stefano special way back in the Heart of the Swarm days. I like this card. I don't know if it's good, but I like it. I think it's good, though. Like, it seems like a 3 mana, 2 mana 3/4 if you have a Zergling on the board. It seems good to me. Space Pirate. Death Rattle, your next weapon costs 1 less. Sure, maybe in Warrior or the Winged Demon Boy. Light Speed, we've already seen this. This is not going to go in a deck, though. Alright, Meteor Storm. Deal 5 damage to all minions, shuffle 5 asteroids into your deck. Okay, so there's definitely a Shaman asteroid deck. 100%. I've seen enough cards to know that this is a theme that they wanted to push. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely a theme they wanted to push. Hologram Operator, Battlecry, get 3 random temporary Draenei. Temporary means they discard at the end of your turn, right? Yeah, if you don't play them. This is a good late game card, I think. It's if you've run out of cards, you play this, you get stuff back. It's definitely an arena card, or maybe a warrior card, because I remember seeing one of the warrior cards that I got was like based on the attack of the last Draenei card you played, or the first Draenei card you're going to play. I don't remember. Oh, it's this one right here. The next Draenei you play gives your hero its attack for that turn. So these is a good, seems like a decent combo. I don't know if it's actually good, but it seems like a combo. It is a combo. I'm not sure if it's good. Troubled Mechanic, Divine Shield, Spellburst, draw Draenei. Yes, sounds good to me. Probably still not putting it in a deck because it only has 1 health for 2 mana, but it seems good to me. Boop, 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 boop. I love that these Starcraft cards are just like mixed into these cards all over the place. Foreboding Flame, 2 mana, 2/3. Demons that didn't start in your deck cost 1 less this game. Huh, it's an elemental though. Might be good. Might be good. Hologram Operator we've seen already. Meteor Storm we've seen already. Hostile Invader we've seen already. But Construct Pylons, this is something that Arthrosis used to never do. Your next Protoss card this turn costs 2 less. Sounds good to me. It's a druid. It's very druid themed. Good stuff. I like it. Good stuff. Oh, legendary. Okay, 100 mana. That catches my eye, but we'll read it later. Interstellar Wayfarer, Divine Shield, Battlecry, reduce the cost of your Librams by 1 this game. Yeah, okay, I definitely knew I saw a card like this randomly on YouTube. I think most Librams cost like 4 mana. If you can play like a couple of things that reduce your Libram costs, you get a whole bunch of free Librams. Sounds cool to me. Spontaneous Combustion, we've already seen. Shield Battery, another Starcraft card. Gain 6 armor, your next Protoss spell costs 2 less. I mean, it's just gain 6 armor and have a card, right? I think it's alright. I think it's alright. Stargrazer, we've seen before. Alright, what is this? Insanity, the Ceaseless Expanse, 100 mana, 15/15, costs 1 less for each time a card was drawn, played, or destroyed. Battlecry, destroy all other minions. So how many cards are in a deck? It's like 30? Question mark? 20? I don't even know. So that counts for them as well, right? God, do you just put this in your deck in case you go late game? Like just in case you get like a 0, eventually you get a 0 mana 15/15? Like that's... I feel like this is unplayable, right? Like, unless you're playing a game that is like intentionally going to fatigue just so that you can play this card. Which means that if you come across aggro, they're just gonna have to like smash against your bulkhead repeatedly in hopes that, and you have to hope that it holds, you know? You're playing all removal, all game, just so that you can throw this 15-15 out at the end. I think it's a meme card. There's another Ultralisk Cavern, that's pretty good. Bolide Behemoth, 4 mana, 3/6. Your asteroids deal 1 more damage this game. Spellburst, shuffle 3 of them into your deck. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm kind of growing into this shaman asteroid thing. I think it's cool. I imagine asteroids say something like do 2 damage to the enemy, draw another card, or something like that, right? That's probably what it does. 1 or 2 damage. Alright, concussive shells, deal 2 damage, gain 2 armor, your starship launch costs 2 less, 1 mana. This is good. This is just really good. This is just really, really good early game. Orbital Satellite, 1 mana, discover a Draenei. If you played an ancient adjacent card this turn, discover another. What's an adjacent card? Oh, if you played another card that was touching this card. I see. Discover a Draenei. This is 1 mana, draw 2 cards? I think this is really good. I'm all about that value on that one. I like that. Baneling Barrage, get a 1/1 Baneling that explodes. If you control a Zerg minion, get another Baneling. Okay. Does it explode as well? When it explodes, does it, like, if it was flavorful, it would hit the enemy in the middle and then the two cards adjacent to it? If that's the case, I really like the flavor on this card. Oh, carrier, hell yeah. Alright, we're starting with this one. I was a carrier boy way back in the day for Starcraft. I used to love building the Golden Armada. 12 mana, 2/14. At the end of your turn, summon 4 4/1 interceptors that attack random enemies. Oh my god, I love it. I love this card. It's 12 mana. I don't know how that's possible. Again, Druid must have some kind of way to break its mana cap. But, I'm in love with this card. I think this is so cool. 4 4/1 interceptors that attack random enemies. I think that's so much fun. That's so much fun. I like that a lot. Is it good? Probably not. 12 mana is a lot of mana. It's more mana than I figured you could even get. But the flavor's great. 7 mana, 4/3, Arcwing Pilot. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Spellburst, summon an Arcwing Pilot. Huh. So you play this for 7, then you play a 1, 2, or 3 mana spell, assuming we're on turn 10. And then you get another 4/3 that also blasts for 3. I don't think this is good. I think it doesn't have enough, I don't think it has enough HP to survive for the mana cost. However, if that spell-bursted Arcwing Pilot also has spell burst, is that a thing? Is that how that works? I don't know if that's how that works. Detailed note. Discover a beast that costs 5 or more. We've already seen this. Interstellar Researcher. Battle Cry and Spellburst. Draw a Librum. This is just good. This is just a solid card for Paladin, I think. Braingill. I've never seen this card before, so I must have gotten it when I accidentally opened 5 packs at once. Braingill, 2 mana, 2/1. Battle Cry. Give all friendly Murlocs Death Rattle, draw a card. I think that's incredible. I think that's an auto-include for any Murloc deck. Just reloads your hand if your board gets wiped. It's good. Pressure points we've already seen. Verone Recruiter. At the end of your turn, get a 4/4 crewmate with a random bonus effect, 2 mana, 2/3. What? It doesn't summon it, right? It goes to your hand? This seems like a good card to me. Dimensional Core we've already seen. Scrounging Shipwright. Battle Cry. Get a random starship piece from another class. Sure, why not? 1 mana, 1/2 for Hunter Rangari Scout. If you discover a card, get a copy of it. So you get 2 of it? How much? It seems like Hunter is doing a lot of discovery from what I've seen. I think this is good. It's also like a 1/2 body that you can use in early game. Yeah, seems good to me. I know I keep saying that all these cards look good, and some of them are probably awful. Blasteroid we've already seen. Laser Barrage. Deal 3 damage to a minion if you're building a starship. Also damage its neighbors. Sure. Suffocate. Destroy a minion. If you're building a starship, also destroy a random neighbor. 4 mana. Kill an enemy. If you're already building towards a starship, kill another enemy. 4 mana. Kill 2 mobs. Regardless of stats. It's good. It's gotta be good. Black Hole, Warlock. Destroy all minions except demons, 8 mana? Nah, I don't think so. It's so much, I mean, if you're running Demon Warlock and you're going to turn 8? You know what? It might be fine. I don't know. I'm so optimistic because I don't know what the meta looks like. It's removal, but it cost 8. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good, but it's probably incredible. I don't know. 1 mana, First Contact. Summon 2 random 1-cost minions. Overload 1. So you play this on turn 1, you get 2 1/1s, and then you get to play your turn 1 on turn 2. That's bad, right? This feels bad to me. Crystalline Great Mace. After your hero attacks, give all Draenei in your hand +2 attacks. It looks like Warrior is the Draenei class, so this is probably good. Another Hive Queen, which I thought was good. Siege Tank. Battle Cry, deal 10 damage to a random enemy minion. 5 mana, 5/5. Transforms if you launch a starship this game. I guess when it transforms, it turns into like a siege tank where it hits stuff around it. Is that how that works? Oh, I got 3 Starcraft cards in this pack. It's probably good. Deal 10 damage to a random enemy minion. Just seems good. Ghost, 4 mana, 6/2. Hate that. Stealth, Battle Cry. If you're building a starship, destroy the lowest cost card in your opponent's hand. Sneaky. I hate that it has 2 health. I hate that. If you're building a starship, destroy the lowest cost card in their hand. You just destroy, you just give yourself card advantage. This thing gets white, this thing dies to removal, as I've said before. Like, a lot of stuff does 2 damage to the entire board. I think this is bad. Ugh. Alright, Ultra, Capacitor, Starship Piece, Battlecry, gain +1/+1 for each other friendly minion, also triggers on launch. You need a board for this to work, but it's a Paladin. Paladin is pretty good at summoning guys. At worst, this is, you hit your hero power, you get a 1/1. This turns into a 2 mana 2/2, and it also triggers on launch. So that means that your starship would gain +1/+1 for every other friendly minion as well, right? I think this is good. Arcwing Pilot we've seen. Libram of Clarity, draw 2 minions if it costs 0, give them +2/+1. I really like this Libram Paladin stuff that I'm seeing. I think this is good. Draw 2 minions. If this costs 0, give them 2/1. Yeah, I think this is good. Starport, summon a 2/1 starship piece with an effect when launched. Okay, so this is the base ship, I guess. Or no, this is a location, right? Yeah, this is a location. It summons a random starship piece? That's good. It's good. Ethereal Oracle, 4 mana, 2/3, spell damage, spell burst, draw 2 cards. 2 spells. Man, you see cards like this that are like all classes. Like, these used to be like top end class cards when I used to play. Like this, a card like this would be unheard of. Like, we used to have well, that's not entirely true. We used to have, what was it, like Cobalt Drake or something like that, Azure Drake, where it was like a 4 mana 4/4 with 1 spell power and draw a card. And that card was like an auto include in every deck regardless. And this one draws 2 cards but has lower stats, even if they're spells. This like, if this was like a 3 mana 2/3, this would be in like a lot of mage decks, I think. 1 mana 2/1 Starlight Wanderer, Battlecry, the next Draenei you play gets +2/+1. Sure, put that in your Draenei Warrior deck, why not? Ooh, Lurker. Now we're talking. After a friendly minion attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy, or 2 if that minion's a Zerg. I love this card. I love this card. I'm all about this card. It doesn't have a lot of attack, but it's got decent defense, like a Lurker that is burrowed. And it's not that it's attacking, it's that you're kind of like luring other enemy units into its spine range so that it can kill them. I like this a lot. I like the flavor. I'm not sure if the card is good, but like, put it into perspective. If you play like Demon Hunter, if you play this and then you play Zergling, and I think Zergling says when you play it, give yourself another 1/1 Zergling. Now, you play this down, and you play another Zergling, and then you play the other card I saw where you summon like 3 of those Rush Boys, and then you just kill whatever's on the board. I love this. I think it's a really cool card. Escape Pod. 3 mana, 2/1, Rush, Death Rattle, give adjacent minions +1/+1 and Rush. I think this is a arena card. Shield battery, we've already seen. Blank. Okay, more Starcraft cards. Draw a Protoss minion. Okay. Combo, it costs 2 less. I like the flavor again. I wouldn't picture Rogue as the Protoss character, but okay. Space Rock Collector, 1 mana, 2/1. Your next combo card costs 1 less. This is going in every Rogue deck. Right? Like, it has to. Alright, Lunar Trailblazer. Set the cost of a random spell in your hand to this minion's cost. Ooh. You can turn that 10 mana spell into a 5 mana spell. I think this is bad. Deep Space Curator, 3 mana, 2/4 spell burst. Get a random minion of the spell's cost. Set its cost to 0. Get a random minion of the spell's cost and set its cost to 0. That sounds. You throw that Pyroblast, you get a free 10 mana minion that costs 0? I mean, this thing would die the moment it goes on the board. So it's got to be like a 7 mana spell, and it would have to happen on turn 10, right? I think it's interesting. I still think it's an arena card, though. We've already seen this. Interstellar Slicer. 3 mana, 3 attack, 2 uses. Battle Cry and Death Rattle. Reduce the cost of your Librams by 1. Yeah, Libram Paladin is definitely a thing. Yep. I like the idea of this. I think this is really cool. We've got this already. We've seen this already. Sentry. Lifesteal. That's interesting. Death Rattle. Your Protoss minions cost 1 less this game. I mean, it's a good card, no matter what, right? Like, you have to be playing a Protoss deck for this to be good, but it's a good card. Yeah, I'm all about this. I think this is cool. Final Frontier. Discover a 10-cost minion from the past. Set its cost to 1. I think this is fine for a Druid because, as I've said before, Druid apparently has 1,000,000 mana now. Would I put this in a deck? I don't know. Technically, it would be 8. It's 8 mana. Discover a 10-cost minion, right? Really, when you think about it, because you discover the 10-cost minion, and then you have to pay the 1 mana to play it. So it's 8 mana to play a 10-cost minion. That's random, and it's not even a legendary minion. It's just a 10-cost minion. 10-cost minions are usually pretty good. That's why they're 10 cost. So this is probably pretty good. Druid is hard to rate. Soulbound Spire. Death Rattle. Summon a minion with its cost equal to this minion's attack up to 10. Death Rattle. 3 mana, 2/2. Huh. Sure. Death Knight, though. But sure. Urzul Raider. Lifesteal, Spell Burst, attack a random enemy minion. Oh, this is one of those Ragers. Oh man, this is bad, but still. Actually, wait, attack a random enemy minion for 3 mana? I mean, you're using this card to trade anyways. So you play like you play this, and then you play Orbital Moon. I still think it's bad. It's an arena card. Orbital Moon, give a minion taunt and lifesteal. If you played an adjacent card this turn, also give it reborn. Huh. Give a minion taunt and lifesteal, and then reborn for 1 mana, but you have to be a blood DK. I mean, sure. I don't think it's good enough to go into... I don't think it's worth a card slot, but like, I don't think I'd be mad if it suddenly appeared in my hand. Infiltrate we've already seen, Blink we've already seen. Interstellar Researcher we've seen. Astral Vigilant, to get a copy of the last Draenei you played, cool. Heart of the Legion, 2 mana, 3/2, lifesteal, starship piece, cool. Ghost again, construct pylons again. Emergency meeting, get 2 4/4 crewmates. Put a random demon that costs 3 or less between them. Okay. Oh, I get it. This is like an Amogus reference, right? Cool. We have all these ones already. Alright, lock on. 1 mana, set a minion's health to 1. Your next starship costs 1 less. Probably good. We've already seen this. Chrono Boost, okay. Draw 2 Protoss cards, summon a 3/4 Zealot with charge. I love that the Zealots have charge. That is so flavorful. I love it. This card's great. We've seen all these. Thor. Alright. Battle Cry. Well, Thor, 8/8/8. Deal 5 damage. Transforms if you've launched a starship this game. What does it transform into? I don't know. Either way, an 8/8/8 sounds a bit much. But it is a warrior card, and warriors do like to make it to the late game, or at least they used to. Pretty cool. Two of the same card, huh? Shutter Shard Turret, 3 mana, 2/4, Rush, Wooden Fury, Starship piece. Sounds good to me. Lunar Trailblazer, we've already seen this, right? Yeah, it's bad. Ingenious Artificer. 5 mana, 4/6, Battle Cry, then extra Draenei you play refreshes mana crystals equal to its attack. Oh, that's good. I think mages want to play this. I mean, it's probably unplayable, but it sounds really good to me. Shatari Cloakfield, 2 mana, 1/4, elusive. Your first spell each turn costs 1 less. Is that for the rest of the game, or just while you have this? I think it's just while you have this. Either way, if you manage to play this down and then cast a spell, it costs 1 less. And then if it survives to the next turn because of elusive, you play another spell and it costs 1 less. And that means that you got a 1/4 for free that has a starship piece part of it. I think it's good. distress signal. I think we've seen this already, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Summon 2 random 2-cost minions. Oh yeah, we have seen this. Okay. Troubled Mechanic, Divine Shield, spell. Yeah, we thought that was alright. Ultraviolet Breaker. We've seen that already. And Roach we've seen already. That's the first time we've had all these cards that we've already got. Eldritch Being. Eldritch Being. Okay. 1 mana, 1/3, Outcast, and Spellburst. Shuffle your hand. I think this is going in every Demon Hunter deck. I think this is going in every Demon Hunter deck. 4 mana, 1 mana, 4 stats, and it moves your hand around so that you can get Outcast better. I think this goes in every Demon Hunter deck. And we've already seen these 4. I still think Carrier's a really cool card, though. Alright, well, that has been our penultimate pack opening episode. Next episode is the last of our cards, and I'll finally open this, whatever it is. I don't know what this is, but we'll see. Anyways, I've been Nombly with Game of the Week. This has been opening the packs I got for free to try Hearthstone again. I'm gonna reiterate once more, this is all in fun. Feel free to laugh at me. I haven't played this game in 10 years or however long it's been out. Don't get angry. It's all in fun. Yeah. Yep. I'll see you in the next and final episode. Bye-bye.